Hello and welcome back everyone, I'm Day-Glo Buffalo and we're back in Firewatch. Now, after finishing the game in the previous video, I went and read up on some of the sites that there are in Firewatch because there's also a free roam mode, so I wanted to see if that was, if there was anything worth checking out, and I saw that there were a few things that I missed in the game. So, I thought I'd make a quick video going back and checking out those things. So, well, without much further ado, here it is. I hope you enjoy. Actually, something that I wanted to take another look at, that I just remembered walking by, is we're at the campground where the girls were camping and setting off fireworks. We're on our way to telling them off, but when we came through here, we saw a raccoon, only that I didn't notice the raccoon until it was too late. So this time, I want to see if I can see the raccoon, like, before it jumps away. Is that over there? Yeah, there it is. Here it is, sitting on a stump. Whoop. Oh. Ooh, we can even radio it in.
There's a critter out here. A raccoon.
I can't understand you.
Because I'm whispering.
Because you're whispering.
That raccoon is munching on something, even though it seems kind of weird that a raccoon would be here because we're right next to the campground of the girls, and until like a minute ago, they were setting off fireworks. So, I don't know, it would seem kind of weird that there would be a raccoon that's close to them, to somewhere where people are setting off fireworks. You would think it would get scared away.
Pears, pears, pears! Yes!
There goes Delilah.
Are you okay? You didn't just have a stroke, did you?
No!
Do you smell burnt toast?
No.
Then what then?
I'm doing a crossword and I figured out the theme. It's homonyms. Pears, pears, pears. The clue was couples peeling fruit. Anyway, hope you're having a good afternoon.
Thanks.
Okay, so we got a better look at the raccoon. Yay for us. Alright, I'll be back when there's something else interesting going on. Alright, here we are at the first location. We just told the two teenagers off who were setting off fireworks. And we went north along the lake to this place up here where cache box 305 is. Where we find an old sweater. Did we find the old sweater last time as well?
I found a sweatshirt from the University of Eastern Colorado.
There's a University of Eastern Colorado?
I really don't think there is.
Why would somebody make that up?
Right, and then put it on a sweatshirt.
The world's a weird place.
Apparently that's a reference to The Last of Us. I don't know because I don't own a console, so I've seen a Let's Play of the game, but honestly, at some points I wasn't paying enough attention. Certainly not to remember the name of the university we went to, but anyway. This we need. So anyway, the important part... Whoops. Not what I wanted to do. We should be looking here by the brook. Oh, we can look at Jonesy Lake. This lake does seem like a good spot to swim. I think we already
Well, this
seen
lake does
that.
seem like a good spot to swim, even if the last people to do so were assholes.
Yeah, Right now, though, it's all snowmelt, so you'll freeze your balls off. But as hot as it's been, maybe that's a fair trade.
Starting to feel like it. Any chance of those kids getting a disease in this lake, like diphtheria or consumption or...
Consumption? Not if they're not 19th century chimney sweeps, no.
You know, whatever.
I mean, if they drank a bunch, Giardia maybe, but probably not this time of year.
Well, that's too bad.
Here we go.
Whoa, I found a turtle. Maybe it's a tortoise. It's a thing with a shell.
Well, isn't that something?
It's actually pretty cute.
Well, Henry, if you decide you want it to keep you company, nobody'll mind.
Now, what do I call it? Looks like a,
Oh, this ought to be
Kurt
good.
Reynolds, Shelley Duvall, Bucket Jr.
Shelley
I'll go with
Duvall.
Shelley Duvall.
Ah, Shelley. I see what you did there. Very nice.
She's dainty yet powerful.
Well, I loved her in The Shining.
So, we made a friend. And now we have company for the rest of the summer. Made a friend on the very first day. And we also got an achievement. Love Turts. Anyway, I think that's all for now, so I will see you up ahead. Alright, here we are, on the way home from telling the girls off at the lake. I made a bit of a detour. Let me show you on the map. Came down Thunder Canyon, and then I went north towards the point where they drop the supplies. And I got about halfway, and here we see something off in the distance that I totally missed when in the first playthrough. Hold on, my frame rate is going a bit haywire. And here we are. We found an outhouse.
Hey, I found a structure that might have been an outhouse once, I think.
Whoa, you don't need my permission to go to the bathroom, but, you know, use abandoned shitters at your own peril.
That's very nice of Delilah. There's a notepad.
I found an old notepad of, I guess, songs. Someone was writing a song called Old Shoshone.
Old Shoshone, where the sky is blue and the teens are nude.
It's just like that, except about 10 times more depressing.
That doesn't even rhyme. It should be Old Shoshone, where they feed you burnt macaroni. I don't know. I'm terrible at writing lyrics. Anyway, Old Shoshone, Winthrop Carter, Hawk's Rest. Refrain, I'm headed off to Old Shoshone, where the birds and the bones won't know me. Where men and the war don't exist no more, and there ain't no gals to keep no score. I'm taking off for the woods, to a place where there ain't no shoulds. Don't need no books, I'll ponder the ponderosas. Don't need no lady, I'll marry the mariposas. From a meter standpoint, that seems kind of laborious. I can't waste no time in getting there. I'll do 80 down 80 without a prayer. Don't need no gal, I'll spruce up for the spruces. Don't need no pal, I'll change my mood for the mooses. If you're wondering where's my ass been, it's been cavorting with the aspens. Don't need no grass, I'll get altered among the alders. Don't need no mass, I'll grovel before the boulders. I'm headed off to Old Shoshone, where the elk and the owls won't know me. Where there ain't no judges to whom I gotta plea, because I can be me in Old Shoshone. What exactly does he mean by he can be himself if this apparently got him in trouble with judges? And you know, getting pleased. A difficult question. And if we keep wandering forward, here we find the old cabin.
Anything I should know about the cabin at the top of this hill? Hello? Okay, then.
The cabin relative to the outhouse. And there's also a cache over here.
Huh.
With a hat.
Found an old hat from a Korean war vet.
You'd be surprised how many former service members take this gig.
Well, makes sense.
I imagine if you've been through war, you probably can't get enough silence.
That does make sense. So let's see. Looks like a decent enough cabin. I mean, considering that we are out in the middle of nowhere. Okay, maybe not. That's, you know, doors aren't supposed to open like that. And there's supposed to be 4 walls to the cabin. So I think this explains why this is uninhabited. But it's a damn nice view, though. Let's see. Cigarette boxes. Did we maybe find the reason that this place burned down? Because it certainly looks burnt. There's a trapdoor going down. There's a guitar here, but it's a bit worse for the wear. It's got one string that, you know, doesn't really looks more like twine than string because, you know, generally strings are kind of silvery. It is, hold on, it is an A string. Oh, you're not gonna play a whole lot with just an A string, especially with a guitar in that state. Oh, burnt bed and more cigarette boxes, so yeah. Pretty much what I expected happened. Some guy was smoking and fell asleep and set the whole place on fire. Well, some guy, probably maybe the Korean War vet. The guy who wrote Old Shoshone. Anything here? Old stove.
Oh! God.
Whoa! Is that the same raccoon that we saw earlier?
Holy crap, I think I might have just gotten rabies.
Go on.
I'm sniffing around an old lookout and I got attacked by a raccoon.
Did he bite you?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you're probably fine. Wait, is the lookout you're in burned to a crisp and filled with raccoons?
Apparently.
Ooh, Hawk's Rest.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're doing.
What do you mean? I just like to stay out of haunted places myself.
Haunted by raccoons, maybe?
Okay, go on, out with it.
You want to hear about Raccoon Carter? So, some years ago, way before my time, a man named Winthrop Carter was stationed at Hawk's Rest. He was an angry loner. The story was he lost his life savings betting on horse fights.
Horse fights? Interesting concept.
Horse fights?
In Mexico. So he did what a lot of us do in times of trouble. He signed up with the Forest Service to watch for fires. His first night in his lookout, there was a break-in. And the break-ins didn't stop. Finally, one night he awoke to find someone in his lookout. He reached for his hand axe and threw it at the figure. Just before the axe killed its target, he heard a small voice cry, "Help!"
What was it?
A raccoon.
Oh, of course.
See, back in these days, the Forest Service wasn't so good about dropping off food and supplies, and, well, Carter was hungry. So he did what anyone would do. He skinned and ate it. Eventually, Carter didn't want to eat anything else. It was raccoons or nothing. But one night, as he sharpened his raccoon blade, there was a scratching at the door. He looked towards it, and again, heard a tiny voice. "Help! Help!" He approached slowly, knife in hand, and ripped the door open. But no one was there. But then, from under the bed, he heard another small voice. "Help! Help!" Carter looked under the bed, and, of course, nothing was there either. So, startled but believing he was just tired, Raccoon Carter went out hunting and for the first night in months, came up empty. Now, in bed, his stomach rumbling, he hears the voice again. "Help! Help!" And now, he wonders if it's coming from inside of him. But then, a figure appears at the edge of the bed. Again, he reaches for his axe, but in its place is another figure. He looks for the door, and there are more and more figures. Beady, glowing eyes peering out through dark masks. He leaps out of bed, horrified, slips and hits his head. And before he can get up, he feels hundreds of little fingers and razor-sharp teeth digging into his skin. Far away in Bighorn Tower, the lookout reported hearing a voice echoing through the valley. Loud at first, and then smaller and smaller, until they faded away forever. "Help! Help! Help!" And that's the story of Raccoon Carter. His ghost still wanders through the valley, moaning, "Help! Help!" on hot summer nights.
So, if Raccoon Carter died, how do we know this story?
They found his body ripped to shreds by raccoons. And Hawk's Rest was filled to the brim with raccoon pelts. It's probably what caused the fire.
Raccoon pelts?
That doesn't make any sense.
Does anything, Henry?
Anyway. I was looking for something over here, but so far I've had no luck in finding it. Of course, I knew that a raccoon was going to jump out at us in the cabin earlier because, well, I had looked for other things to do in the game, so I knew that there was a raccoon in there somewhere, so I wasn't as startled as I probably would have been if I would have found that place the first time around, not knowing it, but oh well. I just wanted to make sure that I showed it in the video. So, yeah. I'll be back when there's more interesting stuff. One quick thing that I wanted to note is I actually restarted the game earlier because of technical problems, and so I then didn't pick up the turtle by the lake. Even though, well, in the previous playthrough I put in this video. So now we are without turtle, and we're on our way to find the camp of the girls. I'll show you where we are. We're down here at the bottom, on the way to the campfire smoke. And there's that little alcove north of us, which is right over here with these pine trees. And we should... Yep, here's our turtle.
Whoa, I found a turtle. Maybe it's a tortoise. It's a thing with a shell.
Well, isn't that something?
It's actually pretty cute.
Well, Henry, if you decide you want it to keep you company, nobody'll mind.
Now, what do I call it? Looks like a, Shelley Duvall.
Ah, Shelley. I see what you did there. Very nice.
She's dainty, yet powerful.
Well, I loved her in The Shining.
I actually could have tried a different name this time, but oh well. Anyway, that was it. I'll see you up ahead. Another thing here in the same area that I don't remember seeing or looking at in the original playthrough is this waterfall. I might have seen it, but I don't remember doing so, so I'm putting it in.
It's a really nice waterfall down here. Given those girls love a skinny dipping, I bet they're nearby.
And while we're at it, why not take a picture? Oop, what's that? As you can see, I've been taking a lot more pictures this time through.
There's some cloth out here. It looks like it was torn from something.
Strange.
I'll keep looking around.
And it hangs in midair. I think we saw this, though, so maybe I just didn't pay attention to the waterfall, or I just forgot. Anyway, that's it for now. And we're back. It is now 2 months later, at least in the game it is. And all that time had to pass because we needed the axe to access the next area of interest. Now, I actually already walked to it earlier when we were listening to Delilah tell the tale about, what was his name? Raccoon Carter. We already walked. I don't know if this is the right direction, but we kind of have to walk. No, I don't think this is the right place. You have to walk over here. Yeah, I think this looks better. Oops, I think we got stuck on a boulder. All right, we're back down. Let me see. Now we're more or less where we're supposed to be. Yep, right here. Whoops. And we've got something to radio in.
So I found notes between these two rangers, Ron and Dave. You know them?
Yeah. What do they have to do with anything?
Well, nothing, I don't think. I just found a cassette tape one of them left for the other.
Do you think it could be anything like the tape you have of us?
No, I think it's just music.
Well, if it's the new Milli Vanilli, it could be just as incriminating.
Who are these guys, Ron and Dave? They're leaving notes for each other in the boxes. Is there any chance that they had anything to do with those girls disappearing?
No, they're both rangers. They're not out here this season. I didn't really know them that well, but I always assumed the only thing Ron cared about was chasing tail and getting loaded. It's somehow comforting to know that he was able to keep up a correspondence with someone who wasn't going to send him a topless Polaroid.
All right, so let's take a look at this note. 30th of August, 86. Dave, heyo. Debbie told me about what happened at Cassie's, and I just wanted to say I'm real sorry. That's just, I don't know, fucked. Totally fucked. I wish I would have been there. I would have kicked the living shit out of every one of those ignorant hicks. Debbie was trying to explain to me why they'd kick your ass so good, and I just didn't get it, and I just don't get it. Fucked. Anyway, man. Whoops. Anyway, man, I don't really know how to get a hold of you. I sent a note up to the hospital in Billings, but I'm not even sure you're still there. Deb and I are talking about heading up to Alaska in the spring. So I'm not sure I'll be out here again. So yeah, maybe you'll get this note in May. Also, dude, found this old song in a shitter near Hawk's Rest. Appropriate place for it, really. And I thought I'd give it the Ron treatment for you. Dig it. Get better, amigo. Find me if you're ever in Sitka. Ron. Okay, and here's the tape. Boss Tracks number 1. Okay, so we got the tape and we got the achievement, Ultra Shony. So as far as I know, this was the last thing that we missed. So, well, I hope you enjoyed this video of some extra stuff about Firewatch. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like or a comment below and subscribe to stay up to date. And I will see you in the next part. So until then, have a good one.